Hello and welcome to Sudoku Pro. This is a 4-star puzzle from today's Hindu. Let's get started. Let's try to fill this ninth block. In row I, you have 1 and 2. 1 and 2. This 1 and 2 blocks the bottom row. So these two cells in the top row takes 1 and 2. Now the missing numbers in this block are 5 and 7. This 7 blocks here. So this is 5 and this is 7. Here in row B there is 5 and 8. In row A there is 5 and 8. So 5 and 8 has to be there in this third block in row C. You can see here 5 and 8 in column 8. So this blocks here. So these two cells will take 5 and 8. Now in row 7 there is 5 blocking here in column 7, column 7 there is 5 blocking here. So this is 8 and here this is 5. Now you have in row C there is 3. There is a 3 here, and in column 4 and column 5 there are 3s. So these two 3s block here. These 3 blocks these cells. So this cell in second block takes 3. Now these 3 blocks this row. This 3 blocks this row, and there is a 3 down here which blocks here. So in row A column 9 this cell takes 3. Now this 3 blocks these cells. This 3 blocks these cells. There is a 3 here in row F which blocks here. So in row E there is a 3 here in the 6th block. Now this 3 and this 3 block these two rows. So in row D we have 3. This 3 blocks here. So D1 takes 3. Now this 3 blocks here. This 3 blocks here. There are 2 3s here which blocks here and here. So G3 takes 3. In B row there is a 6. This blocks here, and in column 8 there is a 6 which blocks here. So here A7 takes 6. Now this 6 blocks the A row. This 6 blocks the B row here. In column 6 there is a 6 here which blocks here. So C5 takes 6. This 6 C5 6 blocks this column here, blocks this column here. There is a 6 here which blocks here. There is this 6 blocks here. So H4 takes 6. 6 blocks here. This 6 blocks here. There is a 6 here. So here I1 takes 6. Here in this bottom section there is a 4 in G row and a 4 in H row which blocks these two rows. So I3 takes one missing number, which is 9. In row G, the missing numbers are 5, 7, 8 and 9. In this cell G4, 5, 7 and 9 are blocking. So this cell takes 8. Now this 8 blocks here. There are 8 in column 2 and column 3. These two 8 block here. So cell H1 takes 8. Now this 8 blocks here. And there is 8 in column 6 which blocks here. So this cell E5 takes 8. Now this 8 blocks here, and from D row 8 blocks here. There is 8 here in column 8. This blocks here. So cell F9 takes 8. In G row, there is 2 here in the 9th block. These 2 blocks, these top 2 cells, and there is a 2 here in F row, which blocks here. So H3 takes 2. Now this 2 blocks these 2 cells in the first block, and this 2 blocks. There is a 2 here in A row, which blocks top 2 cells. So this cell, that is C1, takes 2. There is a 5 in the A row and a 5 in the D row. So these two 5s block these cells in the fifth block. So E6 takes 5. Now in column 6 there are only 2 missing numbers. The numbers are 1 and 7. So there is 7 here. So this takes 1, and this cell H6 takes 7. In row H, there are only 2 missing numbers now. The missing numbers are 1 and 5. There is a 1 here, so this cell takes 5, and H5 takes 1. Now in this 8th block, there is only 1 missing number, that is 5. In G row, there are only 2 empty cells. Let's mark it with the missing numbers 7 and 9. In the second block, you can see these 2 cells are blocked by 1. So this 1 blocks these 2 cells. So this cell takes 1, that is B4 takes 1. Now the missing numbers are 2 and 7. There is a 2 here. So B5 takes 2 and A5 takes 7. In row A, there is a 7 here, which blocks these 2 cells. So in this first block, this is the only empty cell, and this will take 7. Now in this C row, in this cell, 7 gets cancelled out, and this becomes 1. In the first block, there are only 2 missing numbers. The numbers are 1 and 9. In the B row, there are 3 numbers left. The missing numbers are 4, 7 and 9. In column 9, there is 4 and 7 here. So these 4 and 7 blocks this cell. So this cell B9 takes 9. Now the missing numbers are 4 and 7. So there is 7 blocking from here. So cell B7 takes 4 and B8 takes 7. In the fifth block, there are only two missing numbers. The numbers are 2 and 9. So there is a 2 blocking here. So E4 takes 2 and F4 takes 9. There is a 4 here in the 7th column. There is a 4 here and a 4 in the 9th column. So this 4 blocks here, this 4 blocks here. So F8 takes 4. Now there is a 5 in row E. There is a 5 in row E and 5 in row B. These two 5 blocks, these two rows. There is a 5 in B1, which blocks here. So this cell, that is F3 takes 5. In F row there is only one empty cell and the missing number is 1. In column 1, this 1 cancels out the 1 here. So this becomes 9 and this becomes 1 here. So in column 1, this in G1, 9 gets cancelled, this becomes 7 and the only missing number is 4. So E1 takes 4. In column 3, the only missing number is 9. Column 2, the missing numbers are 6 and 7. There is a 7 here, so D2 takes 6 and E2 takes 7. In row D, there are only 2 empty cells. Missing numbers are 2 and 9. There is a 9 in the 9th row, so this cell, that is D9 takes 2 and D7 takes 9. In column 9, this 2 cancels out the 2 here. This cell G9 becomes 1 and the only missing number in column 9 is 6. So in the 6th block, the only missing number is 1. So E7 takes 1. This 1 cancels out the 1 here in G7. So G7 becomes 2 and the puzzle is solved.